minutes of the race, that LMP2 is going to be able to pit and get home for Motul. Down the inside for Fabio Bezuch. Big movements, but not close enough to make the dive bomb on Andrea Salvi, but letting him know he's there, that he's going to race for the lead of GT3 here, right in the closing stint of H&R. 24 hours of Spa by Mühlner Motorsport. And it is Absolute Motorsport and Vermilion Bomber who are racing for the win here. So close up the top of Radion. That is a touch, surely, from Fabio Bezuch on the back of Andrea Salvi. Salvi taking the middle of the road. Bezuch is going to be the outside at the end of the Kemmel Straight here. Into Lacombe they go, nose to nose. Vermilion Bomber don't have the confidence to throw it around the outside. They're going to have to wait for another opportunity, but still, half an hour of play. Surely they've got the pace to eventually make a move, make it stick. How about the inside of Rivage? No, it's not going to stop them from looking.
It was just a case of couldn't go to the outside as both of these guys were being passed by some of the faster category cars, so had to stay behind the Audi. Didn't want to lift out the throttle because then you might allow it to get away, so just a little tap instead, and the Audi was arguably saved there, because otherwise you gotta feel like they'd currently be behind the BMW.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just not seeing a lot of stability from the Audi in the high-speed corners. In the lower speed corners, Rivage and the bus stop, the Source seems to be able to hold its own. I really do think I see the rear of the Audi moving around a little more in the high-speed corners to the loaded sections. Like here, towards Blanchimont. Not close enough this time, not as close as a lap ago, almost as well. But I don't think that will dissuade Bezuch.
Bezuch's going to be close again. Through Radon this time. Have they timed the run a little bit better? Are they going to be close enough? They're going to move to the inside, but it's not quite on, so tucks in. Maybe just aware of that LMP2 car closing in and didn't want to pull out for the inside and then get hit from the rear. So tucks in once again, just showing all the time to the mirrors. This LMP2 car is going to get past them both into Source, and here comes the move.
Yep, waited for the LMP2, that's to the inside. For the GT3 car of Vermilion Bomber. They get the lead back after they're, well, making a dog's breakfast of the hairpin inside of La Source in the pit lane. It's the actual La Source on track. It sees Vermilion Bomber grab the lead back in GT3. I would not say this is done yet, because the Audi has looked like the straight line speed has been something they can count on, so they're going to try, but the inside is defended from Vermilion Bomber. The inside being where the grip is, but around the outside to get the lead back. You just cannot make Absolute Motorsport lie down and give up the race lead.
That was a fantastic pass from Absolute Motorsport. Got the run through the second part of that complex. Absolutely perfect, so as they just stopped on the piece of track that Vermilion Bomber car wanted. And as a result, they held the position despite not having the momentum at that stage. They're ahead once again. And Fabio Bezuch has to do it all over. This
class lead is on the top of your screen, says Phoenix Racing Esport Green for LMP2. Start penciling that one on your results sheet. Bentley Gods leaders in GTE. Start penciling that one on your results sheet. Don't you dare write anything for GT3 yet. Absolute Motorsport's defending the inside at La Fagna against Vermilion Bomber. These are places you wouldn't normally expect to see a big move happen between class. The key overtaking spots are, of course, end of the Kemmel Straight and at the bus stop. But everywhere is a threat for Absolute Motorsports. They're trying to cover off every opportunity. They are worried. Fabio Bezuch has shown that he's willing to attempt a move just about anywhere on the racetrack, including down the inside before Blanchimont. Fantastic exit once again, traction from the BMW, absolutely remarkable. Audi tucks in, however, it'll get the slipstream on the run towards the bus stop, and it seems like it's pretty good in terms of straight line braking. There it is, has the inside line into the bus stop. Do they run deep? No, they don't actually. Absolutely fabulous cut back potentially though. Fabio challenging once again onto the run up to the Source. It's a complete drag race up the start finish straight. It's not quite going to be close enough, and the Audi holds it once again. Note that LMP2 traffic's coming, so that's going to get involved, and the Audi might be able to hold it down the Kemmel for a second time. goodness, one of the Phoenix cars, is that yellow or green? I swear I'm not colourblind. It's going to dive on past before they get to Eau Rouge Radion, so the BMW holds good speed, but the end of straight speed in the 6th gear. The Audi seems to just have enough to be able to pass back into the lead, to be able to be difficult to pass. So gets a good tow. Who is in front when they come to the end of the Kemmel Straight. Around the outside, Absolute Motorsport can hold it once again. Lead in GT3. More traffic queuing up behind them that knows what they are witnessing and has to give a very, very wide berth to this angry fight. And that's an opportunity for Vermilion Bomber to cut in behind the Luxembourgers. And down the inside of Rivage, the BMW to the front again. Is that the move that seals the race win? I dare not say.
That was fantastic from Fabio Vassat. Just nailed a little bit of strategy, tucked in behind the LMP2, followed it, and then suddenly the Audi was trapped on the outside line, had nowhere to go, and this gives the BMW a few corners to try and open up a gap before the straight line speed and power of that Audi come into play. Not only that, but now the Audi's getting hit by some GTE cars as well, which will force them out wide, and that might be game over and guarantee